Hey there. Today we're going to dive into Mapbox Maps in Bubble and set up markers in all the ways you might need. We'll go from a simple marker to draggable markers to lists of markers from your database and finally clusters. By the end, you'll have full control over how your map displays markers. Let's get started. First, we'll install the plugin, open your Bubble application. On the left side, click on Plugins, then click Add Plugins. In the search bar, type Mapbox Maps, select the Mapbox Maps plugin by zeroqode, then install it. Once installed, it will appear in your plugin list. Now head over to the Design tab. Step 1. Setting up the page elements. On the Design tab, here's what we need. Add a group that will hold your input fields for latitude, longitude, and marker ID. Think of this as your marker setup panel. Next, add 3 buttons, one for Add Simple Marker, one for Add Draggable Marker, and one for Add List of Markers. Now place your Mapbox Map element on the page. Everything is now ready, and we can start building workflows. Step 2. Adding a simple marker. Click the Add Simple Marker button, then start a workflow on the button. Add an action, add marker Mapbox Map. Now configure it. Select the Mapbox Map element on your page, then set the latitude and longitude from your input fields. You can optionally add a geographic address, set a marker ID so you can reference it later, and choose a marker icon if needed. Next, add another action called Fly to Mapbox Map. Use the same latitude and longitude so the map centers on the marker. Step 3, adding a draggable marker. Now let's make things interactive. Click the Add Draggable Marker button and then start a workflow on the button. Add an action, add HTML draggable marker, Mapbox Map. Select the Mapbox Map plugin element on our page. Fill in the latitude, longitude, marker ID, icon, and size. Then add a fly to action again to center the map. Step 4, adding a list of markers. Next, we'll add multiple markers from a data source. First, we need to create our data set. Go to your Data tab and create a data type called markers. You can pause here and copy the fields setup if needed. Then head on back to the Design tab and click the Add List of Markers button, then start a workflow on the button. Add an action, Add List of Markers, Mapbox Map. Now configure it. Select the Mapbox Map plugin element on our page. Select your marker's data type and marker's source. Map the latitude and longitude fields from your database. Set your icons and sizes if needed, then add a fly to action again. Step 5. Creating clusters. Now let's handle larger datasets using clusters. First, go to your Data tab and create a data type called Cluster Markers. Add the necessary fields for latitude, longitude, and any other properties you need. You can pause here and set that up if needed. Now go back and click the Create Clusters button, then start a workflow on the button. Add an action, Create Clusters Mapbox Map. During configuration, select the Mapbox Map element you have on your page. Set latitude and longitude from your data. Set the app data and data source using your cluster markers. Optionally, add descriptions and cluster colors. You can also define unique cluster IDs if needed. Finally, add a fly to action. Now let's preview everything. Run your app. Test each button one by one. Start with the simple marker, then the draggable marker, then load your list of markers, and finally, test your clusters. You should see your map update dynamically with each interaction. And that's it. You now have workflows for simple markers, draggable markers, multiple markers, and clusters. Everything is fully interactive, pulling from your inputs or database, and your map responds in real time. Your Bubble Mapbox setup is now dynamic and ready for anything you throw at it. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out via the chatbot on the zeroqode website or by email at support@zeroqode.com.